Hello and welcome. For those of you that don't know, I'm Raine with Raine's Realm, and I help people manifest success through spiritual supplies and education. And today we are going to talk a little bit about this upcoming lunar eclipse, full moon. You guys, it is on the 10th. It is this Friday, and this energy is definitely some incredible energy to work with. Start this year off right. Y'all, this year is 2020. It's a really powerful year. I don't know if you all truly understand just how much influence this year has, but it is incredible. It's been incredible already. So I'm going to help you guys to be able to hack some of the different things going on right now and be able to use them to your advantage. To be able to further these manifestations that y'all got going on, be able to help cultivate this life that you really want, this life that you're attracting to yourself. So there's different things that you're going to be able to do right now leading up to Friday, and then you're going to keep doing. Now, this full moon is going to, and the lunar eclipse is going to affect the next 6 months, and then it's gonna have residual energy that's gonna affect this whole year. So this is really a big deal. Now, with this being in Cancer, it's all about emotions, that nurturing energy, seeing your authentic true self. So those are the big focuses during this time, and the different things that you're going to really want to focus on right now is going to be things like purging what no longer serves you and getting your house in order. So what I mean by that is your physical house, your body, and your material house, which is, you know, obviously the house that you live in. So with this being an emotional sign, one of the things I want to give you guys a heads up about is for my non-emotional types, you've probably been experiencing some emotions lately. Even for the ones that like never do, you've probably been feeling some emotional stuff lately. For my fellow empaths, we've been hit a bit harder. And so we've been feeling a lot of stronger emotions, those energy fluctuations. If you've been feeling tired lately, or you've been feeling kind of down, this is why. And it's okay. It's just, it's such a fluctuation going on right now with everything. It's like a turning point. And so we're feeling a little bit more of that fatigue because it's part of us is being told to kind of rest before this next big push. But there's some things that we have to do first. But that's kind of why you're feeling that way. So it's normal. It's okay. It's not going to last forever. It's just part of that fluctuation and that shift going on right now. So things that you can do. You need to make sure that you are purging your life. When it comes to your house, you need to make sure that you are decluttering, getting rid of all of that stagnant stuff, everything that's not serving you anymore, everything that's just, you know, adding clutter or stress to your life, taking away from your mental well-being. If it doesn't serve you, now is the time to donate it, sell it, get it out of your house. You are showing the universe right now, when you do this, that you are making room in your life for the things that you're attracting. Now, and even if you're not trying to manifest something that's like physical that takes up space, you're still showing that you are making space in your life for these things. And you got a lot of things to do with this year. You don't have time to be having to keep up with a whole bunch of extra stuff and clutter and stuff like that. That's why it is showing you right now during this time that you need to go ahead and get rid of that stuff, be done with it, and don't even have it around where you got to worry about it anymore. So you're going to be purging big time the next couple of days. If you're wanting to work with this energy, this is how you do it. So that's with your house that you live in, your material house. So you're going to be doing that. You're going to be in Your social situations, if you find yourself in certain circles where it's nothing but like negativity, toxicity, mob mentalities, just a whole lot of lower vibrational activity, constantly putting other people down, or constantly need to make like jokes at other people's expense to make you look better, like that kind of petty behavior, you need to eliminate those groups from your life. So now is the time to walk away. They are not serving you. At best, they are time suck. At worst, they are messing with your personal vibrations, that you want to be vibrating at the frequency of the things that you want. And I doubt that you're really trying to attract negativity and toxic behavior. So you don't need to have those in your life. So now is the time to look objectively at the different groups that you're in and the different situations that you're in regularly, and cut the ones out that are hurting you. And situations like that are hurting you, even if you cannot see it right now. With your friendships, if you've got that friend, there's always some drama or negativity. Now, this is not the same as a friend that's just going through a hard time and needs some help. Don't turn your back on your friends. But if it's like a one-sided so-called friendship and it's always some drama, negativity, like you're always stressing, it's not even your situation kind of thing going on. You always feel worse when you're around them. You never, ever, ever feel like good, positive, or better. Now it's time to cut those out too. And, it's not always easy to do, but like you have to do it for your mental well-being. You are in control of your life. You cannot continuously let other people be in control of your life and then wonder why your life isn't exactly where you want it. So now is the time to cut those out. And now's the time where we're going to be receiving a lot of like reality checks and things like that too. And not all of those reality checks are fun, but they're necessary. And you can take this time to wallow in the fact that things aren't exactly where you want it, or you can take these reality checks, look at these things objectively and say, okay, this is what I got to do. This is the next step. This is what I have to do to make my life better, to be where I want to be achieving the goals that I want to achieve, to be living the life that I want to live. So, welcome them. Excuse me. Not all reality checks are fun, but, now's the time to welcome them in. Be thankful for the things that are being revealed to you like that. You may notice that some old issues come up and stuff like that too. And, they're coming up for you to finally banish them once and for all. And when I say banish things, I'm not saying to just say, oh, well, I guess I'm done with this now. No, you need to banish. Banish with authority. Banish with authority. Say things. This no longer serves me. I banish this from my life. This, thing no longer has any influence on me. And, it doesn't even cross my mind. Whatever. However you need to say it. I'm going to keep telling y'all this phrase over and over and over again until you guys get it. Until it becomes second nature for the things that are truly toxic in your life, for you to banish them out of your life. Because the authority that you hold when you do that says everything. You cannot be a passive participant in your life. And this energy is helping to show you that. So make sure that, you're working with this energy and not working against, don't work against this energy. Work with it and let it help you to live the life that you actually want to live. This is literally all for your good. So with that being said, expect some misunderstandings right now. Use empathy. Take your time. Ask clarification questions. Don't jump to conclusions. Be understanding. Show some grace. Take time with stuff like that. Since there's so much purging right now and different shifts with certain things like that, it's especially important that you are grounded, that you stay grounded, that you become grounded, that the focus is on grounding as well. So, and you're going to want to protect yourself from, negativity that might be kind of around during this time as well. So, black tourmaline, hematite, those two are really good for that. For extra grounding, you're going to want to add in some garnet as well. So meditate with these. Keep these with you. You can put them on your altar if you want. But work with these crystals, especially during this time. You're going to want to do a lot of spiritual cleansing. So, you know, do spiritual baths, things like that. We have a spiritual cleansing soap that, you know, is phenomenal. But at the very minimum, if you, for some reason you don't have our soap, the very minimum, use some sea salt and some rue and hyssop and do a spiritual bath with that at the very minimum, because you're going to be wanting to do that. You're banishing these things from your life. You do not want any residual energy. You do not want anything coming back up. You want to be done. You got things to do in your life. You do not have time to keep coming back and dealing with the same thing over and over and over again. You got to be done with it. So make sure that you're doing that. Lavender is a good thing to use during this time. So, you know, you can use a lot of lavender to help facilitate, you know, the different steps that go into this part of ascension and stuff like that as well. So make sure, you know, that you're either, you know, you can burn lavender itself. You can diffuse lavender for this. So you can do that. Make sure that with your spiritual cleansing of your body, you're also doing spiritual cleansing of your house. You do some cleansing floor washes. Do some cleansing with smoke in some sort of way. You know, you can do the smudging. You can use Palo Santo. I personally, you know, I'm a huge fan of doing frankincense and myrrh. So that's what I use a lot for that. But you're going to want to make sure that you're doing that as well. You are going, like, when this lunar eclipse, this full moon is over, you are literally going with a clean slate. So no excess baggage, no junk coming with you, fresh, you know, clean body, mind, spirit, atmosphere, everything. So this is the mentality that we have as we're going into this full moon lunar eclipse. So you're going to want to make sure that you're doing that. You know, you've done the purging, you've done the healthy boundaries, you've, you know, looked at you know, you've observed and taken action as needed with your reality checks. You've evaluated your relationships. You're making sure that your priorities are in the right place. You're making sure that, you know, your loved ones know that they are top priority. Especially your immediate family, you know, your spouse, kids, you're making sure that they know that they are top priority. You're not blowing off the special people in your life for whatever, assuming everybody's always going to be there. Like, now is the time to purge those negative and toxic thoughts as well. You're putting your money where your mouth is, so to speak, right now. So the things that you say are important to you, you are dedicated to. And the things that are not, you are cutting away. Wheat from the chaff right now. So we are taking care of that. Also, you're going to want to focus on things like time management and stuff like that. It can make or break you. We all really do have the same 24 hours. And I know some people will try to make excuses and say, well, yeah, we all got the same 24 hours, but you've got more if you can delegate this, or you've got more if you don't have to do this, or whatever. But you can always find a way, you know, to make an opportunity. And this is an unpopular opinion, but you can give one person every single tool for success, and they're still not guaranteed to be successful. And you can give another person not even enough to be successful, but they can have the drive, and they can be incredibly successful. And it really boils down to your mentality. Because, like, we'll say, okay, you don't have domestic help, so you've got to, you know, do your own cleaning and laundry. Well, you can listen to a podcast during that time. You can listen, you can, you know, listen to different YouTube videos and stuff during that time. You can listen to this video, and you can still get the message. You don't have to watch me talking the whole time. You can be listening to audiobooks on how to do things. You can learn a new skill while you're ironing clothes. It is all about the mentality. Like, we'll say You don't have a car. You got to take public transportation everywhere you go. You actually have an advantage to people that have a vehicle. Because even though the person has a vehicle, they can get up and go wherever they want. And that is an advantage. But you being on public transportation, you don't have to be paying attention to driving. You can take that time to be doing other things. You can take that time to be networking. You can take that time to learn a new skill. You can take that time to read. You can take that time to enrich your mind. You can take that time to do so many things that somebody who is having to focus on the road can't do. So, it's all in your mentality. Make sure that you're using your time management wisely. Stop giving yourself excuses to really what you're doing when you make excuses like that. And I'm saying this in general. When somebody makes these excuses like this, they're really cheating themselves from being able to realize their full potential. And we're not about cheating ourselves in 2020. So, no excuses. Mentality to get it done. You want to stack the deck a little more in your favor. Do things to manifest it. Light those candles. Do those baths. Do those things to manifest it. But don't sell yourself short by saying, oh, I can't accomplish this because XYZ isn't in my favor. No, we're past that now. You can have it. You can do it. There are ways. And you know that whole where there's a will, there's a way. It starts with your will. It starts with your mentality. Y'all got this. So definitely focus on that time management to make sure that that's working for you and not against you with this. Also, reflect on the last decade. What things did you learn? What things didn't serve you? What do you want to take with you? What are you absolutely leaving behind? Would you feel good if your next 10 years looked like your last 10 years? And I'm talking about as a whole. It's not like nothing good ever happened to you during your last 10 years. But like as a whole, did you make as much progress as you would have liked to? What can you change going forward? What lessons can you take with you going forward? Because now's the time for reflecting and stuff all about that as well. So you're going to want to make sure that while you're purging, you're keeping the things that you find in there that do serve you. You're keeping the, the good things, the either lessons that you found along the way or the items in your home, the important relationships, the good things that, you're focused on and keeping those and stuff as well. And, so you're going to be meditating on that and stuff too. And make sure, while you're meditating, make sure that you have paper and pen beside you because you're probably going to be receiving a lot of downloads. And for those of you that don't know, a good way to kind of explain downloads are like your spiritual inspiration, messages, how-tos. When you get that, that spark thought and all of a sudden, you've got this whole how-to idea and something in your mind. It's like a download. And, but they come in different forms. They're different things too. So, excuse me. You're probably going to be getting a lot of those while you're meditating. So make sure you keep paper and pen so you can keep up with those so that you can look into them, explore them, pursue them. You are receiving those messages for a reason. So be looking out for those as well. You're probably going to be dealing with that a lot while you're doing your spiritual cleansing and while you're doing your meditation. So be prepared for those. Those are awesome. And the more that you receive them and the more that you actually appreciate them and work with them and pursue them, the more of them you will receive. And it is an incredible, incredible thing. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you are protecting your spirituality. When, ways to do that is definitely by meditating for your mind and, healthy boundaries for your emotions and things like that as well. One last thing, for my ladies, while we're doing the spiritual cleansing and things like that, one of the things that you're probably going to want to add into your routine is doing some sort of yoni cleaning. So that can be, I'm a big fan of looking at my particular situation and using herbs that are specific to that. But they do have prepared ones that you can get as well. And it doesn't matter. It's whichever way that you want to do it. But make sure that you're doing that at some point in time during this transitional period as well. Because when you're doing, you know, things like yoni steams and stuff like that, it's not just physical, you guys. You know, it's emotional and spiritual as well. And it is so easy to neglect that part of you. And I'm not talking about a physical part of you. I'm talking about the emotional and spiritual part of you. Sometimes, especially women, have this expectation put on them that they should put themselves last. That they should be in the background, that they're support. And that's it. And so you need to do things to help heal that message that may have been told to you, and to be able to step into your true power as a divine feminine being. The divine masculine is there too. I'm not trying to make one more important than the other, but I'm just saying that women are incredible and have to stop trying to make themselves smaller and cheat themselves in life over some unrealistic expectation that was set way too long ago. That's all. So do the yoni steams. Help with any healing and releasing of ideas, mentalities, or feelings that you have to go along with that. Use this healing time to purge those thoughts as well. So I hope this helped you guys. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share. More people need to know about this. The more people that do, the more people that can work with this, the more healed and equipped human beings that we can have walking this journey with us. So definitely share for that. And if you haven't already, subscribe, click the little bell icon so you never miss a video. I would love to hear about your experiences and your prep work and stuff like that going on for this lunar eclipse and new moon. So feel free to drop those comments below. Whatever you do, manifest success. I'll be doing a bonus video a little later on this week. I'm excited for some information I'm going to be bringing y'all for that. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to drop those below as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.